Hi everyone. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So today I want to give a walkthrough on running Python scripts through the Power BI desktop. So at the moment I'm not going into the Azure Power BI, but going through the subject on the books online step by step. So we can look into what errors we face and what is possible and what that is not possible as we go each each step sequentially around this subject. So let me go through statement by statement, so that will actually help us understand in a very comprehensive way what is the subject all about and how Python is interlinked to the Power BI and what are the capabilities of Python in Power BI and related to the data integration and as well as graphical user interface and reporting. All right. So when we, so if you look at the subject step by step, so you should have some prerequisites anyway, and we have Python scripting to be enabled and creating a Python script, run the script and import data. Okay. So we will just, this is one of the basic, initial step for the Python integration. And as we dwell into the subsequent walkthroughs, we will do much more, enhanced integrations of the Python into the Power BI. So let's go through quick. You can run Python script directly in Power BI desktop and import the resulting data sets into a Power BI desktop data model. From this model, you can create reports and share them on the Power BI service as well. So Power BI service is the Azure or the cloud, perspective where you can also create dashboards. So dashboards can only be created by Power BI service. So integrating many reports into one dashboard. So prerequisites to run Python scripts in Power Desktop, you need to install Python on your local machine. You can download Python from the Python website. The current Python scripting release also supports Unicode characters and spaces in the installation path. So Python website. So when you go to the Python website, so python.org, right? So when you go to the downloads, you can find out the latest one, 3.12.2. Okay. So when you download this one and then you install it. So I have completed that step. So you can see that there are, so you can see IDLE that is coming up, Python command console, it is called as console. Then module docs, they get installed. Okay. So once that is done, requires installation of the following two Python packages. In a console or shell, use the pip command, Python installation program, to install the package. The pip tool is packaged with recent Python version. That's, so what are those two packages mainly for the, you know, in order to integrate Python with the Power BI, there's in data perspective. The Pandas is one software library for data manipulation and analysis. Pandas offers data structures and operations for manipulating numerical tables and time series to import into Power BI. Python data must be in a Pandas data frame. A data frame is a two-dimensional one, just like a table, right? So it is called as a data frame, the two-dimensional table perspective. So MATLAB, the second one is a MATLAB. Matplotlib is a plotting library for Python and its numerical mathematics extension NumPy. So it is integrated to NumPy as well. So Matplotlib provides an object-oriented API for embedding plots, object-oriented API for embedding plots into general purpose graphical user interface applications for Python. So what are the graphical user interface Python? So they are Tinker, WX Python, Qt, GT, K plus. So how to install them into the from the console? Sorry. So pip install pandas, pip install matplotlib. So this is not the console that will install both of the, if you see, for example, matplotlib. So it does not do that. Even the pandas, right? So for example, you want to install pandas as well. So this is not the console from the Python installer or the software that will install this, but you will have to go into the command prompt again. Okay. And so if you go pip install pandas, type in there. So it just waits for a few seconds and then yeah, it starts the installation and it is done. Already satisfied. So matplotlib. So let's wait for a few seconds. Then yeah, it is already satisfied. So I've installed them already. So enable Python scripting in Power BI desktop. How do you do that? So go to the Power BI desktop like this, and then go to the file, and you have options and settings, options. So obviously the Power BI to desktop to be, readily installed before this. So you can see Python scripting in here. So it automatically detects, you know, the installation or the install location for Python. And detected Python ID is default OS by program. So this should be good. If it does not run, we'll have to change the location of the installer. So yeah, we are good now. And once we enable, you can, that's what, like if necessary, supply or edit your local Python under detect Python home. The preferential local path is if you have more than one local, make sure to select the one you want to use. Select OK. Okay. Power BI runs scripts directly by using the python.exe executable. So this is very important from the directory you provide. So the directory that we provided here, such as so Python distributions require an extra step to prepare the, such as Conda might fail to run. To avoid these issues, use the official Python distribution. That's what we say. That's what we install. From another possible solution is to start Power BI desktop from your custom Python environment prompt. So this we will see it later. But yeah, just to remember that create a Python script. So how do you create a Python script? Make sure it runs successfully. To prepare and run a Python script, a few limitations. Only pandas data frames import. Make sure that you want to import is represented always in a data frame. Any Python script that runs longer than 30 minutes times out. Interactive calls such as waiting for instance does not work or to all. If you set a working directory within the Python script, you must define a full path to the working directory rather than a relative path, full path. Nested tables aren't supported. So very important things. This may be asked in the interview as well. So just to note all these points. Here's a sample Python script. So this one, now if you see, if you go into our actual Python software console, so you can actually see that it works here. You're seeing it, right? Name, age. So what I did here is to create, it's a simple script. Okay, there's nothing much. This is very simple script. So there are many complex scripts come in uh, come in the way in the subsequent lessons. But so import pandas as PD and data. So we are entering data in the form of an array here. So it should be in the form of a data frame, as I mentioned. So data frame can only be consumed by the Power BI. So data columns equal to name, age. So print data frame. So an output. Okay. It's a very simple lesson. So there is nothing too much worry about it. And I will be, subsequent walkthroughs will be much more deep dive into the integrations there. So run the script and import. So to run the Python script, get data. So you go here. Now you see a get data. Now you click on more here and you click on more. So type Python. Okay, so Python script connect. So once you connect to the Python script, so here you write the Python. So, like, so why Python is integrated into the Power BI, which is, you know, one of the most recent developments is for the data analysis, easy development in Python, and much more capabilities like data science and machine learning as well. So we'll go through much of them in future. So when you click on OK, so you would see that it is trying to load. Yeah. So now when you expand that, it is trying to fetch the data frame. Okay. So let's wait for it. So this is the data frame that we created. As you can see, pandas. So df equal to pd dot data frame, pd. Okay. So load, apply changes. So it is still loading that. So df2 is one of the previous ones I loaded. So it is trying to evaluate the same again. Yeah, df evaluation is completed. All right, so let's go to the, so we can, it's not a problem. Let's delete from the model. This is the previous df that I've uploaded there. So now you see there is a df here. Okay, data framework. So that's pretty much executing a Python script. But if you want to create a Python visual here, right, again, so just go here. So I'll create a new page. I'll create a new page here. So yeah, you can create a bar chart, line and stacked. You're seeing many visuals in here. So want to clustered bar chart, for example. So I give the y-axis as name and data fields. I want the data fields here. Legend name and age. So you see that. So I want to convert this into a stacked column chart. So you get different visuals here. You can use a Python visual also, as I told. So as you insert the Python visual, the script comes in here and you can customize many things around this and create the, in the Python script as well. So here you can write down the Python script. So we'll look into this one, Python visual, as well in future walkthrough. So this is all about executing the Python script, integrating Power BI. That's a basic one, not a very complex. But the further subsequent lessons will have much more data science analysis, machine learning capabilities, and Azure, integrating to Azure, data lakes, data synapse analytics, data bricks as well. So a lot of things are going to come up. So yeah, thanks for watching on this lesson, and we'll catch up again. Thank you.